What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have the one, the only, the mighty Cornpopper. No, I am not saying that incorrectly. No, I am not living a fever dream. The Cornpopper is here, and it is rearing its ugly head ready to take it on with the big boys. G-Lawful Boars, the Ardian Gunlances, and everything in between. Now, if you don't know, the Flame Fete event just finished in Monster Hunter Wilds. We just got Title Update 2.5. So, that means Rarity 9 monsters. Rarity 9, Difficulty 9. I don't even know at this point. Either way, we've got talismans to go after. But, the mighty Cornpopper stands tall. Because the mighty Cornpopper is a new Gunlance that came out during the event that plays a little differently than the majority of Gunlance is now in Monster Hunter Wilds. So, let's go ahead and get into it. To start, we have the mighty Cornpopper, which is our Rarity 8 Gunlance. We have the Numinous Crown Beta and the Numinous Overlay Beta, which is both from Zoshia to give us Super Recovery Level 1. We also have the Uthduna Wildmail and the Uthduna Wild Greaves, Gamma. Both of these are from Arch-Tempered Uthduna. And then we have the Gamma Ray Dow Arms, with a Chain Charm 2 and the Mending Mantle. Now, let's go ahead and get into the decorations. I only have a 60% keyboard, so I can't actually hit the arrow key to go across, so I had to click it. My bad. Either way, let's go ahead and continue. On our mighty Cornpopper, we have the Magazine and Attack Tool. If you don't know, Magazine, load shells. It is a must-have for one of two weapons. Two of the 14 weapons, to be exact. Charge Blade and Gunlance. Now, the reason for it. On Gunlance, it is going to improve your reloading, your Gunlance's shell capacity, and Charge Blade file capacity. What this is doing is at level 2, it is going to give you one extra Gunlance shell and one extra file of Charge Blade. Okay? Not one extra file of Charge Blade. It's going to let your level 5 Charge Blade files get up sooner. I was playing Monster Hunter World, and a different perk, it lets you go up to 6 with Artillery. My bad. Next up, we have an attack boost. The reason for it is because shelling with Gunlance is based off of your raw attack pattern. A raw attack power. Man, I'm slurring a lot of my words. My bad. I'm sorry. What you need to know is that shelling goes off of attack power. There's no affinity. There's no nothing. Okay? So we don't have any skills built into affinity. No crits. Just damage. We have 1, 2, 3 chain jewels. The reason for this is burst. Thanks to our burst charm, it has us at level 5. We have 1 earplugs, and that is going to guarantee that we have maxed out earplugs. We have 1 adapt jewel. Got to make sure we're not taking damage from the environment. Okay. We have 1 jumping jewel, and this is to max out our evade extender, just for quality of life, especially on Gunlance, because the mobility is not great. We have 1 challenger jewel, that's to max out our agitator, and we have 2 recovery jewels to max out our recovery speed. So, all in all, we have level 3 attack, level 2 load shells, level 1 Crackling Cornpopper. Now, the way this works is as follows. You've got 3 main things on your Gunlance, okay? You have your shelling, which is the yellow bar that you can see up in the top. I'll put a little arrow so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can see it. You have the Worm Stake Cannon, which is the kind of like drill move that you got going on. And then last but not least, you have Wyvern's Fire. Wyvern Fire is the big attack that comes out after. Now, if you were paying attention, what you just saw was my Cornpopper went from looking like a regular corn cob to this. What this is doing is this is a visual indicator that you do more damage. So what I mean by that is we're going to take a look at the shelling. 72.9 damage, okay? 74 damage. Turn off focus mode, 74. What we're going to do is we're just going to showcase. 74 damage. This shelling is going to do damage based on where it hits on the monster. Okay? So you can see, all the way back here, we're doing 77. 73. Turn focus mode back on. 73. Now, you'll notice now that the Cornpopper, it looks like a regular corn of cob now. I said that right? Cob of corn? Oh, yeah, corn of cob. Okay. And that's because we still have Wyvern Fire available. The reason Mighty Cornpopper can actually compete is that if you base its damage around the shelling and the shelling only, as long as you're better at Gunlance than I am, which isn't hard to do, you can see the damage has gone down significantly. We've lost about 15 damage. And believe it or not, that makes a difference. You can see we're doing 60.1 now. We'll just call it 60, and the other one's 75. Okay? The reason for it is we have Wyvern Fire available. Crackling Cornpopper is able to do the damage that it does when you have no Wyvern Fire available. Which means instead of doing your standard Rising Slash, Overhead, Wide Sweep, Worm Stake, Full Blast, into the full combo, Multi-Stake, blah, 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 mouthful, we're not doing that. We are getting rid of our Wyvern's Fire as soon as possible. And we're doing one of two things. Okay? One, you just start shelling attacks. Quick reload, and you just keep shelling. Two, you do Rising Slash, Overhead, into a Burst Fire. If you do not know, on Gunlance, every time you do damage with your shelling, you get a little boost back to your Wyvern Fire. Optimal gameplay is going to be looping this and getting rid of Wyvern's Fire as soon as possible. If I'm being honest, the Cornpopper itself probably can't compete with the big boys permanently, but it can compete if you are looking for something different than spamming your normal Worm Stake Full Blast combo. It's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be honest, I have a blast just sitting here, walking up to a monster and doing this. And the reason for it is because I feel like I'm just wielding a shotgun and just bop, bop, bop into its face. You'll see 60 damage right here, and this is because I have one Wyvern's Fire. Doesn't matter if you have one, doesn't matter if you have two. If you have any, it is going to lower the amount of damage you do. You'll also notice, I'm in green sharpness now. It does not affect the damage my shelling does. The only thing affected by shelling is your attack damage. Okay? So, if you're a Gunlance fan, and you have the Cornpopper, or you did all of the event quests and you didn't even know about it because you haven't clicked on the Gunlance tab, because why would you when G Lawful Boars exists? It's something to look into. For me personally, I really enjoy it. I love just the aesthetic of the weapon. I love how it looks. I think it's a super entertaining idea, and I did try it a couple of times against the Arch-Tempered Uthduna. I got my ass handed to me, but we did succeed. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for hanging out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.